Yeah, that is true.
Yep. I have to do it every time. I know you laugh. But welcome back to the RPT podcast. This is episode 6. Yes, we didn't do one last week. Life happens. We had shit going on. But you clearly see Jaden.
Looking pretty good.
I
haven't seen you in a few weeks.
He's got the hat backwards. Even though there's still a star up there. But how do you feel about it?
Fucking bullshit.
Just so you know,
it was a bullshit loss.
You still have one more episode of this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I didn't know if you thought that since you weren't here.
Nah.
Okay.
We played like shit, but hey, we're 5-1. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What? K-State's 5-1.
4-1.
4-1.
They had a bye week last week. You guys have one this week.
Yeah. But
But also ranked number 18 in the country.
Yeah.
Had 2 top 20 wins.
Indiana's about to go down, so
what's
Nebraska's
Indiana at?
gonna be
They're
ranked.
tied 18 right now.
Yeah.
There's a 3-way tie at 18.
Yep.
K-State, Indiana, who?
Oklahoma. If I remember right, I think it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So
which is the Red River Shootout.
Yep.
I will not say the Red River Rivalry or Showdown like everybody else is calling it.
because it's always been.
It's the shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking people.
PC. They get butthurt.
They get their feelings hurt over the word shootout.
All right, cool. I got on ESPN just to make sure it was Oklahoma ranked 18, but I see the Yankees are up 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth.
Doesn't matter. Royals gonna win. Fuck the Yankees.
So, speaking of college, what I thought was funny. So obviously Alabama beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia dropped down, obviously.
Yep.
But what I didn't agree with is how they, because what was Alabama? What were they ranked when they played Georgia? Fourth.
Fourth
Yep.
or third, moved up to 1.
The
I
fact
think
that they
they were
moved Texas
third.
down from 1 and put
Yeah.
Alabama to 1, I agree.
But
But it's because you're an inside the top 5 ranked team taking down the number 1 ranked team, you instantly switch.
Yeah, you're gonna
If
flop.
if Georgia was 2 and Alabama was 5 and the same thing happened, Alabama would instantly move to 2.
no, I get why they did it. But what was funny is obviously the first week they're ranked number 1.
Down
They
goes Bama.
And
So I think Vandy was playing with more than just.
They
played more against Alabama than any other team because even though Saban is not there anymore, all the shit that Saban talks, that Vanderbilt's the easiest place to play in the SEC on the road. They have no fans. There's no one there. Which, if you saw the crowd storm the field,
they had fans.
but
well,
not
they
not
didn't
like
even
what you-
cover almost.
See,
like
the thing
half
is like they
field.
don't consistently have fans like that.
No.
That's against Alabama. Yeah,
Well, I
okay.
wonder how many of like the ushers started like throwing out Vanderbilt shirts to Alabama fans. Like, hey, can you guys just go and
Right.
Yeah. But no, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That was a hell of a
I
game,
loved
too,
it. And for Vandy to put up 40 points.
on
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
can we
but
talk about-
can I say something though? I'm honestly not that surprised. If I would have been able to make it last week, I would have said this then. We're talking about, Vandy putting up 40 and da 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 da. Alabama's defense isn't good. Doesn't look good. You watch that Georgia game, they put up 30 in the first half and then all of a sudden it's tied 33-33. You let Georgia come back from what was it, 30 to 7
I think so.
going into the half?
nothing at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were up 28-0 at some point,
in
and
the
then
first quarter.
the fact that it comes down to a last ditch effort for you to like possibly win the game, like how,
Yeah.
like it comes down, and that doesn't make any sense. And I mean, Vandy went up quick, and Alabama did fight. I'm not taking away that Alabama didn't deserve the number 1 ranked team title, but I didn't think Georgia deserved the number 1 ranked team title.
No.
The only team that looks number 1 to me is Texas and or Ohio State. Those are the only 2 teams to me who have looked superior in majority of their games.
I think I have to give that to Texas more than Ohio State.
Agreed.
Granted, Will Howard's there, so I'm gonna root for Howard.
Fucking terrible quarterback. Fuck,
Did you
dude.
not see his stats from last
Yeah,
week?
it's not hard when you're throwing to Jeremiah fucking Smith, but goddamn,
He
dude.
accounted for all 6 of Ohio State's touchdowns last week. Five touchdowns.
How many of those did?
But Jaden, you were just
Jeremiah
saying
Smith
before we got on that you want Ohio State to stay undefeated,
Yes, I
be
do.
as good as they are,
I do.
because
Yeah, and it's in the horseshoe.
Yep. Fuck yeah.
There's no.
Yep.
There's no way.
Bring it.
But
What
no,
you gonna say? We're gonna see a third possible number 1 ranked team. I don't know.
No.
I don't think Oklahoma beats Texas. So
I'm hoping they do, but
I don't think
no,
it's
I
happening.
think Texas deserves the number 1 spot more than Ohio State just because the adversity they went through with 2 different starting quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you have 2 different play callers, then
But to be able to stay consistent. But I mean, what does that tell you though? Like what is
Who else?
Arch Manning that good? Is Quinn Ewers that good? Or is Texas as a whole just that good?
Sarkisian, who was on
Yeah.
his ass was on the hot seat 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Michigan got upset.
I don't think that's an upset. Again, Michigan's not good. I've been
But,
saying.
I
I
mean,
thought I said
there's
this
not-
when we started this. I
but-
mean, not good. I mean, no offense. I mean, Iowa.
I know, but let's see.
But-
USC got beat too.
Yeah, so there was
Also, not surprising.
there's what 4 or 5 top 11 teams that went down.
T-
Missouri, Alabama,
Alabama, Missouri, Tennessee.
I can't remember.
Yeah, what? USC to Minnesota.
I mean, Miami
Michigan.
should have, but Cal just shit the bed.
Yeah, no, that was refs. Miami's been bailed out a couple of times this year.
Let's see.
I've
so
seen.
Missouri.
But do you think Cam Ward is?
Cam Ward's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cam Ward's
Missouri.
good. I'm gonna tell you who I want to say I mentioned him at the beginning of the. I have proof
Okay.
somewhere that at the beginning, like I'm talking week 1, I said watch out for that running back at Boise State.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
dude is fucking nuts and deserves the Heisman. I don't care what happens the rest of this year,
I think I
unless
put
Travis
him on the
Hunter.
board first. I don't think I said Heisman candidate, but I asked you guys if you saw that running back from Boise State, and you had no idea what I was talking
That's
about. And I said
bullshit
he had
because I did.
And he had 6
I've-
or 6 TDs in that game.
Yeah, I did,
That's funny, both of you.
but
I'm gonna go home and watch,
Yeah.
go
watch the first
right ahead.
episode.
Why don't we let the fans go back and watch it?
Leave a
And then-
comment.
yeah. Leave
Hey
a comment.
Rob,
Hey, Rob.
um,
yeah.
but no, it's college football though.
You want to know
love
what's
it.
so funny about that though? Who was it? It was me and Cole were sitting there, but somebody else had just lost, and we go, the AP polls are gonna be in shambles this week. And then we look and Alabama is losing to Vandy, and we were like, dude, now they really might be in shambles. And then Tennessee lost, and I was like, AP polls are fucked.
yeah.
Well, and so I'm on this K-State fan page on Facebook, and one person posted the other day, well, AP poll has no love for K-State, this and that. They
You
moved
lost
up-
to BYU.
Well, no, they moved up 2 spots this past week. They
Yeah.
went from 20 to 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a bye week.
Granted, I mean,
What
have you guys been
Yeah.
ranked all year? Haven't you? Yeah. I mean, fluctuating in the high side of the ranking,
Yeah.
which I do think is a little unfair, but didn't really.
We
Didn't-
got up to 13, then lost to BYU.
Yeah.
BYU, I will say, they have a hell of a team.
Yeah.
Their defense, their offense. I mean, I have nothing against BYU at all.
I mean, but it was a bad loss, wasn't it? Didn't they
were
kick
on-
your fucking ass?
Oh, yeah. But I didn't realize how fucking crazy that
Stadium.
was
Me either.
Mhm.
can get.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, I
They
don't
had-
know.
that was
I don't know why people
That was their whiteout game and everything.
I've been
That
watching-
place was-
me and Cole will peep into a random BYU game, for from time to time just because we like, we just go Mormons. And
But those Mormons down there
disrespect.
can see.
no
like, they
disrespect,
can-
but their
Yeah.
soaking thing, we laugh about it. And so, and like Mormon, I get Mormon TikToks a lot from like BYU. But so we'll turn a game on and check, and like their stadium is usually pretty full. Like
Yeah.
they're consistently like
It was loud.
they're a big
Well, then,
like
like what?
their
4
school likes
4
their
years
football
ago,
team.
they were. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say a top tier team, but they weren't a laughing stock.
No,
No.
Who was that quarterback? Though for BYU,
Zach
during that time?
Wilson.
Was it Wilson?
But no, you guys see the crazy. You guys want to know who else is undefeated? Army and Navy.
First
Yeah.
time since 1947.
Yeah.
That both of them are 5-0.
And they could both possibly make the college football playoffs.
That'd be awesome.
Dude, that Navy quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I
Stud.
mean, I think he has to be. I'm not saying in the top 5 of the Heisman candidates, but I think his name has to be somewhere in the 10.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know where. Okay, so I've been thinking about this one a lot lately. Where do you put Travis Hunter on your Heisman candidate tier list? Like on your list? Because to me, he like I get who he's been and who he was at Jackson State, who he was in high school, and I mean puts up insane minutes, and I mean does have 1 to 2 really big plays a game. But it's 1 to 2 really big plays a game, you know? And I mean, he does average over 100 yards on offense, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if you put him at the number 1,
I
number
say he's in the
2.
top 6.
I would, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
he's
I
in
don't
the
know his
conversation.
stats offhand.
because to me it's Genty, and then I probably go Cam Ward. Jackson Dart.
See, I haven't looked much into Heisman stuff yet,
Um,
just because the conference plays kind of really just started to get going,
Yeah.
and so I'll look probably here in a couple weeks more
Who?
into everybody. But
I'm missing somebody. I can't
Hey.
think.
Me.
You?
Yeah.
You're the Heisman candidate I'm forgetting?
Yeah.
Okay.
NCAA.
Yeah.
Wide receiver. I average 150 yards a game, 2 touchdowns.
that's me at quarterback. I mean,
Yeah.
I have my 2 running backs and a wide receiver,
Yeah.
all in the Heisman candidate.
I've
Yeah.
led Marshall to 3 straight national
See, I
championships.
haven't even done a dynasty yet.
I started, but haven't played a game.
I've
yet.
I've had a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and a defensive player all in the top 4 of the Heisman race. And I haven't had a single quarterback under 95 speed, and I have 4 wide receivers that go from 99 to 97 speed.
So Marshall, right?
Crazy.
We're also in the Big Ten now,
So
and I beat on Nebraska every year.
so can you at least just tell me what their name is?
The Herd.
The Thundering Herd.
Yeah, the Thundering Herd.
No, because I'll hands down that's my favorite college football movie ever.
Great movie. Great.
Uh,
That's
yeah,
why I
I've
picked
never
the
seen
team.
it.
Yeah, I'll say what?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta watch that.
Dude.
That's crazy. Jesse,
Michael
Can I hit that?
McConaughey? Yeah, Michael
Thank
McConaughey.
dude.
Dude,
I
fucking
know.
hell of a movie.
Great
movie.
why am I having Anthony Mackie?
Yeah,
Fucking, oh my God, such a great movie.
they have that movie going 24/7.
You've seen the what's the
See, it goes
what's
for-
the
for me-
Texas college basketball? What's the Texas basketball movie? With the
Oh. Is it Texas?
it's Texas.
I know what. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Which-
I don't
I
remember the
have no-
coach's name. I
I
don't
have no
remember
plot
what his name
whatsoever.
is.
Not
help
All
out
American.
here.
I'm not thinking of All American.
I don't remember.
Not
But
the
no,
football.
For me, with football, it goes, we are are Marshall, and then Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang.
Top two.
Okay, wait.
Fuck yeah, Jesse, we agree on something.
Wait,
Gridiron Game is
so-
my top favorite fucking football
Yeah,
movie of
no,
all time. I still
go-
have it bought on
What about-
iTunes,
what-
dude.
It goes,
Whoa,
We
whoa.
Are Marshall, Gridiron Gang.
What about
Remember the Titans is 3. Well,
Nah,
remember
Friday Night Lights?
technically,
No?
the movie's not up there, but the TV show is.
I've never seen the TV
Yeah,
show.
the
Great
TV
TV
show's
show.
The Replacements.
Jesse, oh,
No.
you're missing one.
What about
You're
this
missing
one? All the Right Moves. Dad made me sit there and watch it with him before every game I had. Saturday night, he would be like, "You're watching this."
Yeah,
And I hate to say it, the Little Giants. You got to put in
The
there.
Little Giants.
you guys are. So mine
God.
is
Long
remember
and
the
short.
Titans at 1, Gridiron Gang at 2, We Are Marshall at 3, and then the Program at 4, and then the Replacements at 5.
You're forgetting another one. Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday at 6. I rewatched it recently and realized it's not as good as I thought it was.
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
I like it.
I always think
What is my
Any
favorite
Given
football
Sunday
movie?
is the Program.
Okay, wait. What?
But now I'm going to go see which one's on streaming. All the streaming shit I have.
The-
Marshall or Gridiron Gang.
the-
I'm watching it after. I
Where
leave.
Marshall is on.
Have you seen the
Disney Plus?
And I started watching the Aaron Hernandez.
I heard it
series.
sucked.
Dude, it's terrible.
I'm about 3/4
I
of the
can
way
tell
through
you-
the first episode, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting.
Have you gotten to
but-
draft night yet?
No, I'm 3/4 of the way through the first episode.
Dude, I've just seen a clip of it on Twitter and TikTok, and when you get there, you'll watch it and be like, this didn't happen. This
Well-
isn't how this went.
Well, for me, the only reason why I remembered about it was I came across a TikTok,
Mhm.
and it was Aaron Hernandez and Gronk in the locker room, and the first time they met each other and saw Tom Brady and stuff.
Yeah.
And whoever the actor is that does Gronk, fucking Oscar.
Really? So I've seen.
He got the laugh down perfect.
No way.
Like the aneurysms were all like perfect. Doesn't look like Gronk at all though.
None of them do look
No.
like any of them.
No, but
No, the Aaron Hernandez one is close. Is the closest.
But the laugh.
That's
The laugh.
funny.
Dead on.
That's
I've
awesome.
been so hesitant on watching it because I heard it
Me
sucked
too.
in the clips that I have seen. Like,
See, this was the first clip I've seen, and it reminded me like, oh. So I looked again to see where it was on Hulu, and so I started watching it, and then I'm like, all right,
but
cool. I'm gonna go to my parents and hang out with my parents.
but
no. Quick note on this: have you seen the new movie? I can't remember the name. The new movie about Kurt Warner.
No, I've been meaning to.
That one's
Underdog.
good. I've seen
Good
it
movie.
twice now.
good movie.
Yeah.
I think they call it the greatest show on dirt.
No, it's
No.
the Underdog
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Yep,
the underdog. You're right.
because it's about just his life.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It is.
Great
it is a good
movie.
movie.
I love the actor they
Well,
chose for
it
it
came
too.
on. It released on like Christmas Day or Christmas
Yeah.
Eve, like what 4 or 5 years ago.
Something like
I've
that.
rented it twice.
Well, I know it's streaming. I've came across it, and I just haven't watched it yet.
But no,
And another one that you want to say that I think has to be in the top 8, The Blind Side.
yeah.
Loses value after knowing that all of it's fake. I mean, same thing with Rudy.
A lot of it, yeah.
Radio.
I haven't watched Radio though.
Radio's not a football movie to me. I don't put it in there. Great
Yeah.
movie, but not a football movie.
So,
All right, so let's get back on to
actual real life football.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get in the NFL, or you guys got more about college?
I'm done with college. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. I mean,
Here's okay. I'll talk about Nebraska really quick, even though we're on a bye. Nebraska has not led a single.
rushing touchdown. The only
rushing
team in
touchdown.
FBS.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We're also the only team
Yes,
in
I know exactly where you're going.
But they should have had
FBS
a rushing
and-
touchdown allowed, but the rest said no.
that won this last week.
Yes.
I don't necessarily disagree.
The defense is really is.
I mean, that D line. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say the defense. That D line.
yeah, that D line is.
is
The D line is crazy. Our linebackers are crazy. I
Dylan Raiola has to settle his feet a little bit.
well, I mean, Matt Rule said at the beginning of the year that footwork was something that he needed to work on, and I mean, he gets antsy, and I don't blame him, but I mean, it's something that needs to be worked on. But our defense is it's really good, and I can't find
I know. I
the
think I know
stats
what
anymore.
stats you're. I don't know offhand the
We're
exact
also
stats,
one of the
but
only teams that are in like 3 defensive categories in like the top 10 or whatever. Um, Dylan Raiola has similar stats to Dylan Gabriel besides one more interception. Same amount of throwing yards. I think less passing TDs, obviously, but yeah.
all right. Let's get into some NFL. Uh,
What do you want to start with first?
let's start with the Jets. That's the big one.
It's surprising.
Yeah,
But
Robert Sala's gone.
this is now the third head coach to be fired after a loss in London. In NFL
London's
history.
curse.
I can't think of the first two.
Me neither. But it was a stat that my dad said, and they also talked about on PTI.
Something's going on in London. I
I
don't know.
want to say Broncos head coach from before Sean Payton, Nathaniel Hackett.
Who is the offense coordinator with the Jets?
Yes, I believe
Which they
was
did
fired.
not appoint into an interim role, even though their offense sucks, and that's where they need to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
But
they put the D coordinator in.
Yes.
So I can't remember who was talking about it, but they're saying
and Matt Rule, I think.
Did Matt Rule?
I think.
Did Matt Rule play in London?
Mm-hmm.
With Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember that. I knew he coached Carolina, but I don't remember them playing in London.
I want to say it was after London.
Is it Aaron Rodgers?
Yes. Even though he wants to go on the Pat McAfee show and saying no and all this kind of stuff, and also Robert Saley, I'm surprised he was even a coach for them this year.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of it is Rodgers and the GM there. Just because he wants to throw all in on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But then Aaron Rodgers isn't going to fix your poor offensive line.
I found it. I was wrong about both.
Any of it.
The Raiders head coach before Pierce or who's ever in there now. Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen.
Oh, Dennis Allen.
Was fired from there. And then in 2015, Joe Philbin from the Dolphins.
Oh.
And then Brian Flores
came. Yeah.
No. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
So, on...
Okay, listen to this. So, the Miami coach was fired after a loss to the Jets in London. The Raiders coach lost to
Miami last year?
Miami in London.
And then now the Jets got beat by the Vikings.
Yeah.
Full fucking circle.
Yeah.
So
does that mean does that mean Kevin O'Connell's going to get fired after they play in London?
No.
Are we sure?
It might be in a couple of years.
Yeah.
They might not be the 5-0 team they are now.
Yeah, that was like...
Talk about that. Sam Darnold, huh? Worst game, though, so far this year.
But no. Back to Aaron Rodgers.
No, I think he's washed.
Yeah,
I think he's washed, too.
I don't know why he ever went to the Jets. Should have just retired, man. You were already checked out. Like, I don't think switching teams is what was going to bring you back.
I think he might be in Minnesota next year.
Really? Saying it now on the podcast, Aaron Rodgers is with Minnesota next year.
If we're going in Brett Favre's path,
Yeah.
I've made this joke to Cole so many fucking times. He
What
hates
does
it.
Cole say?
Cole goes, "Hey, I mean, if he's
Not washed?
yeah, I mean, if it's Aaron Rodgers, you don't deny Aaron Rodgers."
And then what was it? Divisional series, Aaron Rodgers, or the divisional game's going to run to the right sideline, throw across it, and then interception.
Yeah.
That's Cole's response every time. Is
Yeah.
yep, and it'll lead us to an NFC championship, and then throw it across his body for an interception to lose the game.
But no, Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
What
I
would
thought he was already dumb for dumping Danica Patrick the first place years ago, but
Well, and
What
then he
would
fumbles
happen-
with Shailene Woodley too.
yeah.
Like-
what would happen, or what would you guys think if they do turn it around after this?
they aren't.
I'm not
They
saying
won't.
they are, but what if?
They have to get Brees Hall going.
Yeah.
The thing is, they have no run game, so it's all on Aaron Rodgers, and he doesn't have the weapons. The only way that they can turn this around is they go and get Devontae Adams.
That's
Yeah.
another thing.
Which
Devontae
looks
Adams
like
better not go with the Jets because
looks like an Adams deal should be
So- It'll be before
finalized
this
tomorrow.
weekend. So
with the Jets.
if Vegas was smart at all, and the Jets were smart at all, who did the Jets just go and sign and traded for and hasn't played for him yet?
Hassan Reddick.
Raiders already have a stellar freaking defensive line.
Add more to it.
Trade him.
Add more to it. You're dropping all that pay from Devontae Adams to the
Yep.
Jets. And you just add right on to it, and now you got one of the best defenses in the league.
Yep.
And you didn't lose any money.
Nope.
You just lost a receiver.
And your
Which then
offense
your
is good at-
defense will carry that. Or if they even want to pull off more shit, Amari Cooper wants out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And they're all asking for a third round pick. Is all they're asking for.
Give it up.
So have a homecoming with Amari Cooper too.
Yeah. I think you should call him up.
I need to tell Jerry Jones this is what you fucking need to do.
Yeah. But no.
Who was I talking to? Somebody. Oh, my buddy Grant. He was talking about how he thinks you guys are gonna get Belichick, and I go, Belichick will never ever coach under Jerry Jones. Belichick needs too much control, and Jerry Jones won't give it up.
Yeah. Well, that's why he didn't.
It'll never
There
happen.
was talk.
It'll never
There's
happen.
there was talk of a supposed picture of Belichick in Philadelphia.
So that's kind of
That'd be crazy.
so. One thing after Robert Sala's firing yesterday, my dad and I were talking. And I said if Mike McCarthy were to get fired in the season, they have to appoint an interim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Typically, you have your offense coordinator, your defense coordinator. Now, I want John Fossil Bones to become
Who's that? Your
Cowboys.
QB coach?
special teams coordinator.
I knew it.
No, he's been
I
around
almost
for
said special teams.
been around forever.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, he's a team-like guy.
I hope
you
Nebraska
watch
fires their special teams coordinator.
You watch the Cowboys game, he's the one on the sideline right there at the end of the play to a play to that sideline. He's
Yeah.
the one right there.
Huh.
And he's actually the assistant coach. So, like, when Mike
Yeah.
McCarthy had his surgery last year, Fossil filled in, not Dan Quinn,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the head coach.
And
I
they
don't know.
won
I
they won.
with him.
Yeah, it was a home game. So they
crazy
won.
thought. I hope Nick Sirianni gets fired.
And so that's what I was going to ask you guys. So let's say the Eagles kind of stay on the trend that they're on, and Sirianni does get fired
Side note.
during the game, or during the season, not the game.
Side note. That's another reason I was very upset last week. Okay. Very upset. I had a really rough week. But anyway, go ahead.
But,
Sorry.
so, like, let's say, okay, Sirianni gets canned in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want them to appoint as an interim? You guys
That's
have
a good fucking
You
point.
guys have brand new coordinators on offense and defense. Both have been, well, your D coordinator has been in the league a lot longer than Kellen Moore.
So,
But which side of the ball do you think needs the more help?
more help.
Or do you think Kellen Moore would have a better
I think our
relationship
offense is
with
fine if
Jalen?
we're healthy. So I would say our defense.
And so, do you think it's the issue with Jalen and Sirianni that's, I mean, just like Rodgers and Saleh?
Partially,
I
yes. I mean, so
I was thinking about this a little bit ago.
to me, it's our defense that is struggling.
That your D line isn't getting the pressures. They do still
It's
have a pretty good run stop,
yeah, but
but
I
they
mean,
aren't getting the
we're not getting
pressures.
after the quarterback like we need to. So I think when it comes to actual play, our defense needs help. The issue with fucking Nick Sirianni is he doesn't do anything. He doesn't call plays. He's not a defensive
That's
guy. He
He's not
doesn't
a defensive guy,
he doesn't
and
really call plays.
he's trying to. I don't want
He's
him
had
to.
one good idea, and
So
that
can you do the tush push every play?
Fuck no.
and here's the thing is I've looked at Nick Sirianni and he's a morale guy that's really shitty at morale, and it hurts the team, especially when you have a big morale guy in the guy that leads your team on the field in Jalen, where it's like I don't know. I think it's them clashing. I think Jalen's trying to do too much
Okay,
with the injuries that we have.
I think
Um,
so.
But can you, or go ahead.
To what he was saying about the whole morale guys. Clearly, Nick Sirianni and Jalen's personalities are completely different. You see the emotion from Sirianni on the sideline.
Mhm.
You don't see it from Jalen. You don't see it from Jalen in press conferences. You see it from Sirianni in press conferences. I think that's what's clashing.
But is it also you want to talk about the morale guy? Because I'm not going to say your defense has been stellar either.
No,
No.
they can't. They
no,
showed they can't fucking tackle.
And
no.
so, okay, for the two people that just retired,
Yeah.
defensive and offensive captain,
Yes.
Yep.
Kelsey and Cox.
Yep.
Is that what's going on? The
Probably.
locker room's not.
There's
meshing
not.
like they
Yeah. There's not. We don't have a leader. We really don't. Our head coach isn't one.
A seasoned veteran.
Our quarterback our quarterback is too behind the scenes to really be one. And
Well, when push
eh,
came to shove in Alabama, he went to OU.
yeah, and everybody else is too new to the fucking team. I mean,
But that's the thing. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith can step up.
Well, they've been hurt.
AJ Brown's been at every game.
Well, he's been at every game, but
Yeah.
it's hard to do shit from the sideline
Yeah.
when you're not on
Yeah.
the field.
I know. But
And so,
I think yeah, I think AJ's really hurting us right now, and Devontae's really hurting us right now.
so I was thinking about this before you guys got here. Because, like I said last week, I had life going on, but I was also upset.
Yep.
I was very upset.
which I'm happy because we ended up being at the viewing till about 6:40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I knew it kind of all worked out anyway. But I like Jalen. I think he has the potential. Right now, as this season is, the way it has been going, the first head that needs to be chopped is Sirianni's.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
if that happens,
that's not what was being said last year.
for me,
Yeah.
I didn't
OC
give up on
needed to
Jalen.
go away.
Well, no, you didn't give up on.
No,
Jalen, but
okay,
your
yeah,
guys
you're
are
saying Sirianni. Yes, that is true. Last year, I didn't want to believe it.
The thing he hasn't made any changes
No, he hasn't.
except getting rid of both coordinators, and now I think how he's seeing it. The thing is, I'm surprised how he's not jumped on Devontae or Reddick. With how great of a GM he is, and I hate to say that
NFL
as a
won't
Cowboys
allow
fan,
the NFL won't allow the Eagles to trade for Reddick.
Yeah.
but
There-
I think
No, there's
Reason?
some crazy rule.
They won't. They're in their bylaws or something. He has to be away from the team for like at least a year before they can trade back.
Which
For
I don't.
I mean everything's all contracted, so it's not.
I don't know how
I
it
don't
works.
know, but
I want Hassan Reddick back. I didn't want him to go.
me neither.
Then the person that you guys signed from the Jets
Has no fucking stats.
But no, so
I
Who
think he
did we
got
get from the
credited with a
Jets?
half. What?
Who did we get?
Bryce Huff?
Yeah.
so then we've talked about Philly. Can we go to my Cowboys for a
Yes.
second? Not a pretty win,
A win's
No.
a win.
but they knocked out Jaden's Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I don't know about knocked out.
Well, he
What
did
he-
get fucking. Is that tackle? Are you talking about
No,
them losing,
I'm
or are you talking
I'm
about?
just talking about them losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they held that defense.
Yeah.
I was so concerned. Justin Fields and his running, Najee Harris. We don't have Micah Parsons. Don't have Demarcus Lawrence. I was expecting a 50-40 game.
I think I said this last
Really?
year. But haven't you noticed that your defense has been playing better when Micah's not on the field?
He needs to be back at linebacker. His speed needs to go on linebacker. He can tackle. He's shown that.
Jesse, you might have to push him mic up a little bit.
He does not need to be at defensive end every play.
Yeah.
And pass rush, fine. That's
Yeah.
great. But he needs, and it shows this year with Mike Zimmer. He's played him off the ball a few more times,
That's what I wanted to ask.
That's-
and they still avoid it.
That's what I think. But
Then the Cowboys also this week had a run game on offense.
Yeah.
Dowdle went for over 100 yards.
well, that's because
He
Dak
went-
has converted back to Dak.
No, it's also because they ran a zone run.
So,
That's all it was. They just need to run a zone run.
do you,
Hold the guards.
what I wanted to ask you, do you like Mike Zimmer?
I think he's going to be okay.
Do
He
you
still
trust
has
his
to
defense?
establish. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to establish it. I mean, Dan Quinn wasn't great his first few games with Dallas. He has to establish his defense, get people to learn. And Dallas hasn't really brought anybody new in,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
so they're all still under that Dan Quinn philosophy.
Yeah.
We have a rookie linebacker. I mean, and then Overshown, who was hurt all last year, is back healthy. He's actually starting now over the rookie, which
Mhm.
wasn't the first 2 weeks, but Overshown's just shown tremendous. And he's a beast. But no, they need to get Micah off the ball more. I mean, we've shown with Lawrence and Parsons out this last game, we can still get to the quarterback. We can still. They just did their job.
Yeah.
And that's what the issue has
They really
always
did.
been all year, is everyone was blowing their discipline, trying to be the big play.
Yeah.
And Micah Parsons called the team out on it, saying everyone's trying to be a Superman and stuff. And then Marcus Ware called out Micah Parsons.
What'd he say?
Said, you're trying to say everyone's trying to be a Superman. They're following what your actions are. You
Yeah.
wear that C on the chest, you can't call your team out.
Yeah.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, since we're on this Eagles-Cowboys talk, it reminded me, I don't know if you guys heard, but after the loss with the Eagles against Tampa, Parsons got his podcast. Darius Slay went on his podcast and was laughing, joking about the loss. Two things for me. One, why are you why are you going on a podcast laughing about the loss?
Yeah.
Two, you're on a podcast with a rival player. Now,
Divisional rival.
maybe it's not as big as it used to be, but this brings me to my question. We're best friends. Jaden's an Eagles fan. Obviously, we get along, but our two favorite teams are fucking rivals.
Yeah.
And we stand by it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the players believed in that shit too.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
you don't see that
is
you don't see it in the players
You
any,
do,
as
but
much
you
anymore.
don't like what us fans think as a rival. Players might not. Like for me, even though yes, the past 3 years it's been Dallas or Philly for the East, I still put you guys down in the third team
Yeah.
rival wise.
Yeah,
the
you said it on the
division.
pod before.
but it for them it's still a business.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I
so
don't.
okay, you both are in construction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll say. So for you, Jaden, you see someone at a different construction company that you went to high school with and are best friends with.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, are
Exactly.
you going to be mad about it?
No.
I mean, just like all the jersey swap stuff. I mean, yeah, they're out there to make their money.
Which
And
yeah,
doing the
I get
podcast
that,
stuff,
but
it's.
fuck
Yeah.
I
the
mean,
rivalry. Fuck, dude, like the
I
whole
don't know.
Michigan State Michigan shit.
Ohio.
yeah,
That
that's
needs to
where
be back in the NFL.
Ohio State,
State,
Michigan.
yeah,
Kansas State, Kansas, Kansas
yeah,
State,
Yes.
Iowa State, Iowa,
Like it's
yeah,
gotta. I
Nebraska,
want.
Colorado.
I
yeah.
want those rivalries to be rivalries again.
The
Like
thing is,
I
you
know
aren't
it's
going
a
to get that. It's a new age in football. There's
Yeah.
different.
I get it.
but
I mean,
like
I
Let's
wanted
talk some
to.
shit though. I mean, Micah
Cowboys.
does that though. Micah does talk.
I mean, Cowboys, Steelers.
yeah,
Crazy thing in this rivalry, granted it's NFC, AFC, first time ever on Sunday Night Football.
really,
Really.
Yeah,
holy shit, did not realize that.
and all the Super Bowls they played against each other. That was before they went to the night games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wow,
first time ever in Sunday Night Football,
holy shit.
which is crazy. I should actually text my uncle and talk shit, but I think it's a little too late
Yeah.
because he's also a Steeler fan.
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Is that
grew
your?
up. He grew up outside of Pittsburgh. James,
Oh, okay.
the partying one at my bachelor party.
Yep.
What's next? What do we talk about next?
I want to talk a little bit about the Vikings, to be honest,
Yeah, I kind of want to get on them too. I want to
because
get on New Orleans a little bit.
yeah, the Vikings. So I have a coworker. He's a big Vikings fan. He wears he's proud to wear his Viking sweatshirt to work.
Now,
Now,
I mean, just like Chiefs fans are proud to wear
he
their
did
shit now.
he did just beat me in fantasy because CeeDee Lamb didn't go off, and he had Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson had
Dude, I
more
scored
yards.
the most points in my fantasy league this past week.
But anyway, he's all excited. Obviously, has every right that they're 5-0, and yes, they beat the 49ers, which we're all of us here are happy about.
Well, so wasn't it 2 years ago the Vikings went 8-0, and then met up with the Cowboys?
Uh,
Or no, Vikings had one loss going into that game.
yeah, I can't remember, but last year the Vikings beat the 49ers too. But what I was telling them in my head, in my mind, their real test is Detroit.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in that division now,
Yeah.
it is Detroit Vikings.
Yeah.
Green Bay, and this is why I wanted the podcast last week because Jordan loves the next big thing for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
He sat out just as long as Rodgers did behind Favre, and
Yep.
Favre went to the Jets. Now it's Love's time to shine and whatnot. And Green Bay did beat the shit out of Dallas in the playoffs. But then Love got hurt and beat in week 1 against your Eagles.
Yep.
Lewis came in, won the next 2 games, and Love came back and lost the game against Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they were 2-0 with the backup, 0-2 with the starter.
Yeah. But then
They
did
won this week.
Yeah.
So that's where it was. Like, who do
Yeah.
you go with? Do you go with your backup that's 2-0 or your starter that's 0-2? But they did win this week, so
But they did. The win is against a depleted Rams team right now.
Yeah.
but the thing is, the Rams didn't they just beat San Fran a few weeks ago?
Yeah, but San Fran was more depleted then than they were.
And San Fran's more depleted now. That's why kind of when we get into our picks, it's going to be interesting.
Wait, they got Debo and they got Kittle back.
Yeah, but that defensive side now is getting.
Yeah.
They lost a linebacker and a DN.
Yeah.
The
It's
strength of the
49ers.
team, and they still just got beat by Arizona.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a game too.
It was.
So I got home from work and went over to my parents' house, and course, Dallas didn't play until Sunday night. And so I hate watching things in multi-view if I actually want to watch stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't care about any of those 4 games that were
Mhm.
going on in the afternoon. So we left it on multi-view the entire time, and I loved it.
Yeah. Who you had? You had the 49ers game.
Jesse, I've been meaning
There
to
was the
ask.
there was the Niners game, the Giants Seahawks game, um,
Kinda
the
wanna talk about
Raiders
that, too.
Broncos game.
White guy got a pick in that game. White corner.
Only speaking of white corners, I saw Cooper DeJean's going to start at nickel corner for you guys this
Yes,
week.
sir.
Yep.
And then there was another one, but I can't remember which one.
So we got off track a little bit. Can Sam Darnold hold this all season long?
I think so.
You think so? Is that Cole talking to you?
No.
I think it's the defense that's going to hold it. I think Sam Darnold's actually going to have some bad games.
Is Jordan Addison going to come back this year, or is he out all year? I
I
don't
think
remember
he
the
has a
injury.
chance to come back at the end of the year.
Like
See, because that's the thing that makes the difference to me.
But no, I think Minnesota, they're going to win the division. They're going to win the North.
Like I said, I have to see them beat Detroit.
I think that defense will. That defense is stellar.
It is. It's fucking
For me,
good.
this Minnesota team, and it's crazy I'm going to compare them, is like the Chiefs. They're just going to find a way to win.
Yeah.
And I think that defense is like the Chiefs offense. They're just going to find a way to get it done.
Another little side note. So it's okay for the Chiefs to barely win, right?
Uh-huh.
They're winning, but barely winning. Last year,
The Eagles.
the Eagles barely win, and it's what's wrong? What's going on?
You guys
They're
don't
just barely winning.
you don't have Patrick Mahomes. I mean, just look like when Tampa or New England used to barely win against teams.
Yeah.
It was the Patriots still edged out a win with Tom Brady.
God, that's a side note. It just bugs me. Bias, but
no. So while Jaden's looking up whatever he's looking up, do you guys see who the Saints are going to start now since Carr is out?
is it Is it Rattler?
Yep, they're starting
Mhm.
Spencer Rattler.
We'll see how that goes.
I think that was a terrible decision.
So do I.
I think if they started either one of their quarterbacks as backups, was a dumb decision. Why are you not starting Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing him in an H-back role. He's a fullback, running back, tight end, blocker.
He's everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are you not putting him on there? Because then that makes your offense so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Every defense will be confused. He can throw
Yeah.
the ball. He might run it, pitch it. That's
I mean, go out for a fucking pass, like.
yeah. Your playbook is so wide open.
Yeah. I don't know.
But now you're so dummified. Starting and Rattler was listed as our third string emergency quarterback. So
Who's their
like
back?
when Carr got hurt, he wasn't even the one that would come into the game.
Yeah, who was it?
Taysom Hill.
No.
No, it's
Heinrich. No. I
can't-
just looked at it yesterday.
Yeah.
But they're so unexperienced.
Yeah.
I think it's like a second year guy.
I don't know.
But now you have a
You know, I didn't know. I forgot that the Jets drafted Jordan Travis as their backup quarterback. Kind of. If you're the Jets, I low-key think you kind of hope that
So
Aaron kind of goes down
you
again.
think the MetLife monster comes and gets him again? And
I don't know. Jordan Travis is good. I mean, he's good.
But Jordan Travis and the ACL injuries, that MetLife history, do you think that's really where he wants to be at?
He'll be alright. I also think they got to get Braylon Allen involved more.
They got to get Brees Hall involved more. But I don't want to go back to
Me neither.
college. But can we
but the
talk about
Saints.
Ollie Gordon real quick?
Yeah.
In Okie State. Did Gundy forget he has a top 2 running back?
I think so. The one that he defended.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait,
He's
I'm
only
lost. Actually, I didn't.
Ollie Gordon at Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
Your
no,
Cowboys.
they're not my Cowboys.
Um, no, he's only had one game over 100 rushing yards this year,
Huh.
and that was against the week one. So whoever they played then, some no-name
Yeah.
team, and he had about 70 rushing yards that day. We were at your grandparents' house
Yeah.
against K-State.
Yeah.
He had about 70 rushing yards in the first quarter. He ended up with 78.
Is it just them not
Not
handing the
feeding.
ball?
Yeah,
Not
they're
feeding?
just not
he,
giving
he
it to
is
him.
a running back that you feed. He wears the team down. You might not see the production early, even though when he's played K-State, the productions come early.
The thing is he's the kind of running back that he doesn't lose momentum. While the defense gets tired, he stays exactly where he's at.
He is the
So he
Derrick
just keeps
Henry of
fucking
college football.
going. Yeah. He
He's-
just keeps pounding.
Yeah, and they don't do that. And then they get so far behind that they can't do that in the second half.
Is it because
It's because
they-
Mike Gundy cut his mullet and lost all of his powers.
is it? Are they passing the ball too much? Or-
Yes, and they have terrible quarterbacks. Sam
Yes.
Bowman is terrible. They've replaced him twice with the same backup, and he's even worse than Bowman.
I mean,
Huh.
they could give Zane Flowers a shot.
That'd be their best bet.
Give the Gretna boy
Speaking
a
of
chance.
the devil,
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler.
Fucking just terrible.
Is he a rookie?
Terrible. Yeah. Terrible fucking guy, though.
See,
He was
I feel like he
terrible fucking
How was
teammate in
he
high
the-
school.
Well, and how was
Terrible
he-
fucking teammate at Oklahoma.
So was it because of the show QB1 on Netflix
Yes.
that he was a Heisman candidate
Yes.
his freshman freaking
yes.
year,
Yes.
and then did nothing
That's
at
why I-
freaking Oklahoma, and then got replaced by
Mhm.
Caleb Williams?
Yep.
That's why I was confused on if he was a freshman because I feel like that QB1 was so long ago.
Yeah, he's
That
just been around, and then
Yeah.
he did nothing. All right, so we want to get into our lose-ems, or do we just
Well-
want to go to pick 'em and actually do?
I want to say this out here, in case any of our listeners are Bears fans. Don't think because one good win over the 32nd ranked
So-
fucking defense in the NFL changes anything about your quarterback. He is still fucking terrible.
So actually, now that you bring that up, how do you feel that Justin Fields lost this week and Caleb Williams won? Probably had his bet.
Did
not
have his
probably,
best game?
Did have his best game in his short NFL career. I mean,
Justin Fields faced one of the best defensive line in the league, and
fuck no, he didn't.
I mean, I guess not at this point. But
that's coming from a Cowboy
Hey,
fan.
still a very good defense, and I'll say it again. Caleb Williams played the Panthers. I mean, they're just teams on different levels, just all around. But I mean, who's been more consistent throughout the year? Because Caleb
Jaden
has
Daniels.
looked consistently bad, and Justin Fields has looked consistently better. And
before
Jaden Daniels again.
So before the podcast, do we want to just get into that for a
Mhm.
second? Because I was before the podcast.
Yes. He's got them at a scary fucking team right now.
Washington.
He is the new.
nuts.
He is
CJ Stroud.
the NFL gods saying, "I am sorry for what we did to RG3."
Really?
Here's Jaden Daniels, and you're back. Yes, absolutely. Look at this fucking kid. Nobody. I thought I said this last year, but he is Lamar Jackson, but he throws the fucking football
He
more
doesn't
and better.
wanna be compared to Lamar.
No,
He came out today or yesterday and said that.
I'm aware, but look
But,
at him. Look, it's who he is. He's what he throws the football more than any quarterback fucking does. Okay,
And so I hate
and he's
Washington,
accurate.
but I
Yeah.
respect the hell out of him. And you want to say that it's the NFL gods apologizing for the RG3?
Yes,
Okay. Theismann, Smith, RG3. All Washington quarterbacks.
Yep.
Don't you fucking say
It's
Like, I don't want to curse the kid. Like, I wanted him to have a hell of a career, just not in Washington,
I think
because
Kirk.
I fucking can't stand
I think
Washington.
Kirk took the cushion
Do you
there.
think he?
I think
Do
all
you
the
think?
broken. I think Kirk's fucked up ribs just kind of.
You think Kirko Chains?
I think Kirk O'Chains kind of just kind of took that injury curse and was like, "You can't take me down." And
So now he's taking it to Miami, and then now he's got Atlanta looking decent
yeah, I mean, shit.
after the first couple weeks.
Atlanta is going to be one of those teams this year that
I
they're
think
going to
they.
consistently play to the level of their opponent.
Well, I
You're
think they're
going to
gonna
see
win
them play
this.
good teams close, probably beat them, and lose to
Well,
bad
I think they're
teams.
gonna win the South.
Probably.
I think they will edge Tampa Bay.
I don't. I don't know. Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you just said probably, and then
And
I bring up
yeah,
Tampa Bay, and now
because Baker Mayfield is just another dude that's just he's special. He's at the right place. He's finally at the right place.
Huh.
But I mean, Sam Darnold might be at the right place too.
Sam Darnold. No, Jaden Daniels. I like the kid.
he's
The only thing that worries me.
I can't believe it took him going to the NFL and winning a couple of games for you guys to finally hop on this train. Because I was here last year.
Well, I knew he
I'm
was
not
good.
hopping on the train
The-
when he's
okay,
in college.
I'm gonna
good
say-
in the NFL.
I'm gonna
Look at how many freaking burnouts there are.
So speaking of that, I am going to say here's another thing about Jaden Daniels is he has been a starter forever.
Oh yeah, 55
When he got to
starts
he's the
in
only
college.
he's the only
It's-
college quarterback to start all 5, 6, whatever fucking however many
yeah,
years he played.
He's had 55 starts. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, so
Um,
he's and at 2 different colleges. I mean,
So-
one was Arizona State, but
So can I say this though? Don't want to bring everything back to Dallas. Look at Dak in his first year.
Mhm.
Is this going to be the same outcome for Jaden?
no. Jaden throws a football better.
But the thing is, though, you have to look at what's around.
Yeah. I mean, it's very possible.
I mean, there's a lot of changes that go on in the NFL year to year. You don't have Trayvon. It's granted, Dak was carried by Ezekiel Elliott.
My thing
that
is,
year.
is like that. That's the thing is like you're looking at Washington and like they're not a terrible team, like where they're at.
No, and
Maybe you improve it at your current running back position. Bring in another good wide receiver. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of Dotson.
well, the
when
thing
you
is,
did.
though, is and Tyler always says that I bring everything back to K State.
I say somehow you find K-State in
They-
everything.
Yeah.
With them, they have Zach Ertz at tight end right now.
Mhm.
He doesn't have many years left.
No.
Whether it's one more year, no more years.
Yeah.
They also just took Ben Sinnott in the draft in the 3rd round from K State.
I would
Yeah.
start him.
Don't start him yet.
No. Give
Let
him a
him
little
learn.
bit.
Let him learn behind Ertz.
That
Ertz
brings
has
me
been around.
back-
True.
I hate Ertz,
But I mean that's
but the thing is, then you can put him at running back. He's an H back.
yeah.
He can play wide out, tight end, fullback, running back. Fuck, K State threw him at quarterback a couple times
Yeah.
in his
I
career.
remember that.
That
And a
brings me
Wildcat.
to I don't think your boy in Miami's going to get it done.
Skyler.
Yeah.
No,
Fuck
he's
no.
Yeah.
He's a backup
Yeah.
in the NFL. He is too injury prone. I mean, I love Skyler. He's a great quarterback, but he just needs to know. No, he's not. He's taken K State to more bowl games than Nebraska quarterbacks in his time frame.
Ugh.
I mean he.
But anyway,
He had a better record at K State when Adrian Martinez was at Nebraska.
I'm just.
back to Jaden Daniels real fast. What I was going to say, what worries me, he is very skinny. If he can put some weight and muscle on him.
The thing is, if you
We
put weight
forget that
and
he
muscle-
ran through the fucking SEC last year.
Yeah, but
I mean,
this
he
is
did.
also the NFL now.
It is a different game.
It is. But
But no, I think
I
Jaden Daniels is going to have hopefully a healthy year. I don't want to say a successful one because he's in the same division as Cowboys.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yet again, I want to remind our viewers that Jaden does have a Cowboys hat on.
Yeah, I'm in a very
That's why you
difficult place
don't.
right now.
For
'Cause
my
he's my
fellow
brother,
Husker fans,
and-
this is why you don't bet on the Huskers.
And this
Win
is-
or lose, they fuck you.
He's an Eagles fan. Hard for me to say as he's wearing a Cowboys hat, but yeah. Hopefully, all the Eagle fans out there don't go off on you, Jaden.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our pick'ems.
All right.
Tomorrow's game.
And Jaden's just going to go on the fly like he normally does.
I got to feel it in the bones first, man.
You guys ready?
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Oh no, I got to look at some the Yankees game real quick because I have an update on my phone that Mahomes is going crazy.
All right. Yep.
2-2
I'm
in
ready.
the top of the seventh. All right. All
And
right,
it's
I'm good.
in KC, right?
I don't even want to pick a winner for this game.
All right. Tomorrow night's game. Thursday night. Now, I think there's an obvious pick here. But at the same time, I don't know if it's that obvious, but I picked the 49ers in the 49ers Seahawks game.
I took the Seahawks.
I took Seattle.
Yeah.
Like I said,
They are
that-
coming off a loss from the
49ers.
Giants.
Both of them are coming off a loss.
I
from
know.
Arizona and New York.
Yeah.
But
Two teams
Daniel-
that was a terrible game last year.
And Danny Dimes actually had a fucking hell of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
they
they're
actually
finally-
got his run game going and actually utilizing him more than just his arm,
Yeah.
which I'm still not threatening the NFC East
No.
by the Giants at all.
I mean, they played you guys pretty close.
That was the fucking Cowboys. I'm not sitting there saying that we're the top tier in the NFL, but the 49ers, they are, like I said, they lost some key players on defense now.
Yeah.
And that's what would carry them. So yeah, give me Seattle. They're gonna bounce back. Geno, Lockett, Walker, DK is all pissed.
You know, I want Seattle to win because I don't like the 49ers, but I picked the 49ers on this one.
Damn, I could go fucking 100% this week.
All right. The Jags versus the Bears. Jaden, the
Jags.
obvious.
This is the game I did say though where I didn't want to. I don't want to pick a winner because I fucking hate Trevor Lawrence too. I don't think Trevor another bust that I called. Thank you. But to me, if I hope both of these teams hit traffic on their way to the stadium and the game doesn't get
I
played.
like how
so.
he says we were doing a podcast 5 years ago when he said Trevor Lawrence is gonna be a bust.
Yeah.
I was saying it last year. I said, yeah, you guys. I've been saying this shit for the last 3 years. That's
So,
what people don't know.
No, I got Caleb Williams and the Bears.
I got the Bears too. Because it's the Jags. All right. Cardinals versus the Packers. I picked the fucking Cardinals.
This one was hard, but I went.
They're
with the
riding high
Packers.
right now.
I went Pack.
They're riding high, but then I don't think this
Still,
win over the
Kyler Murray.
49ers is that high.
The only thing I think that the Cardinals can win is if they feed Harrison Jr.
Yep, which
Yeah.
I'm hoping for my fantasy team. So,
Which I'm hoping not. Cause
question:
I have.
should
Green
I play
Bay's-
Talbert? He's on my taxi squad right now.
Wait until see what happens with the Cooper and Adams outcome.
Okay.
If it comes Sunday, yes, play Tolbert because they're gonna lock up CD. But
But-
if Cooper does come to Dallas before the end of the week,
Probably hold
then
off.
don't.
Okay.
Because Cooper's
Because
played
he's
with,
been putting up numbers, but I keep letting him sit.
but Cooper's played with Dak before, so it's not like they have to put
Right.
him on limited snaps.
Right.
But no, I also have Green Bay's tight end in that game. And I was struggling last week because that's when I first put him in, and he had nothing. But then put up 2 TDs, and
So the
shit
Colts versus the Titans. Yeah, I picked the Colts.
I took the Colts.
I took the Titans.
Really? Why is that?
Why are you down Joe Flacco? Possibly Joe Flacco.
They got Tony Pollard. I mean, I just think they might control the run game a little bit and try and take time possession, and it's in Nashville.
Yeah.
And Nashville's
Okay.
riding high off the Vandy win.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the fans. I mean, that game, I have no real reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston versus the Patriots. Easy.
Yeah.
Houston.
I took CJ.
Side note again. You seen the look Diggs gave Allen? That look. What'd you do?
No, I took Houston.
Okay. I was like, wait, no way. But
Now
no.
I'm going to be pissed if fucking New England does.
I'd be so fucking mad, man.
Because they are starting Drake May.
Yeah.
They are. But no, did you guys see that look?
Uh-uh.
So there's a picture of after the game, and they're shaking hands, and Josh Allen's right here, and you see Diggs, and he's just like giving him the side eye.
Not surprised.
Yeah. So
I think they had turmoil last year.
yeah. The Bucks versus the Saints. I picked the Bucks because
So did I.
Yeah, but
I feel like if Derek Carr was gonna play,
if
it might have been a little closer.
If Taysom Hill was going to be quarterback, I'd pick him.
Yeah.
I still would have taken the Bucks. Easy.
The Browns versus the Eagles. I obviously picked my Eagles. 97% did.
That big Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have a podcast last week, but you picked the Bucks to beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And I picked her.
you did. All right. Commanders versus the Ravens. Now, this was kind of hard for me. I picked the Commanders.
So did I.
With it being in Baltimore, I went Baltimore. Not because I just hate Washington, but I think
Playing at home.
when I think Harbaugh's now understood because they lost last week and they didn't feed Henry.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
I mean,
I will say I was wrong. Derrick Henry is not washed. And
Wait. You said they lost last week?
no, they won on
Yeah.
a late game
Yeah.
field goal.
But I mean,
That's right, because that helped my fantasy team. But
Yeah.
no, they didn't feed Derek at all,
Mm-mm.
and it came to a close game. When they feed him,
It's
they blow him out.
yeah.
Because the team never knows
Who's
gonna
that
have the
ball going to? And the smart thing to do is to game plan for Lamar because if
He controls the
he's
game.
he's the harder one to control if he's the one with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Henry, it's a run play. It's a run play or it's a little pass. Like
it's not
it's
a little pass with Henry.
No,
He
not a little
doesn't
pass.
have the hands.
But it. You know what you're gonna get if that ball goes to Henry. But Lamar, if he drops back, if he keeps it himself, no matter what happens, you have to be worried about him.
Yeah.
So that is who you should worry about. So, Harbaugh, do what your brother is fucking good at and run the damn ball.
Yeah. But speaking of his brother,
Yeah.
that's the next game.
Chargers versus the Broncos. I picked the Broncos.
So did I.
I got Denver.
Bo Nix is figuring out the NFL.
Bo Nix yelled at Peyton.
You
See
watched
that?
the post games?
I didn't watch the post.
They were both asked about it. Sean Payton gave like a pretty coach media response,
Mm-hmm.
just whatever. And then Bo Nix goes, he said I love you, and I said I love you too. Or he was just like, we said we love each other.
All right, the Steelers versus the Raiders. I got the Steelers.
So do I.
Give me Pittsburgh, especially with Aiden O'Connell at quarterback, which I think is the right decision for Vegas. But going
Over
against
Gardner?
That,
Yeah.
but going against that D line, it's gonna be rough.
All right. This game, the Lions versus the Cowboys.
I already know who you guys pick. It's probably a smart decision.
Wait, is this in Dallas?
Which Dallas was undefeated at home last year.
And they haven't won a game at home this year.
Nope. And they've given up a shit ton of points in the last 3 games, including the playoffs last year.
So who are you picking, Tyler?
I have the Lions.
I took Mr. Perfect.
I took Dallas just because that's my team, but it might be a shootout.
You did
Yeah,
say,
I think
Jesse
so.
did say before you showed up, he's been listening to Eminem all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, so now it's
Eminem's a grandpa now.
but
Oh,
Really?
You didn't know
Really?
Nope.
the fuck, you just been watching your anime and working? That's it?
that? Yeah, he's a fucking grandpa now.
Yeah, Haley's having a kid.
Fuck, man.
Well, you wanted to be the dad.
Yeah.
All right.
Seemed like the easiest celebrity's daughter to try to get with.
Oh bullshit!
The easiest? It'd be
Well, like to
fucking
pick up on the
nerve-wracking.
street. Like, oh, I'd piss my pants going to
Oh,
meet her
no.
parents. But
Oh no, you think Haley was gonna be easy to get with all her mommy and daddy problems?
not easy to like get. I mean, like easy to see at a bar and to like go up to. You
Bro,
know, like
You drink what
I'm
when
not
you go
gonna.
to the bar? What, Coors or Bush? Yeah, she's
No,
getting their fanciest wine.
What if you didn't know who she was? Like if you were
That-
living under a rock
That's what I'm saying.
and like she didn't tell you who her dad was,
That's what I'm saying.
and then she's like, "All right, you're gonna come meet my parents or meet my dad," and then you show up to this fucking mansion. Eminem walks out. I
I get
piss
back
my
in the car.
fucking pants.
I'd get back in the car.
I would piss my pants for 2 reasons: scared the shit,
But then it's also Eminem.
and then excited.
Yeah,
What, you
like
think they're doing the Bad Boys thing though with 50?
Oh,
You got
oh my god! And then 50, yeah, they did that in 50 show. I'll be pissing my fucking pants. All right, the Falcons versus Panthers, easy.
Kirko
Falcons.
Chains.
Yeah.
Kirko.
Ah.
Sorry, Red Rock.
So this one too was kind of hard.
Really?
I honestly didn't hear what you said. What'd he say? I didn't even hear it. I was talking.
I'm not repeating it.
Kirko changed, and then what the fuck happened?
You want to explain what you just said, Jaden?
What'd you say?
What's Andy Dalton's nickname?
Andy Dalton's?
Yeah,
The Red Rifle?
yeah. I call him the Red Rocket.
Oh, Jesus.
And then stop myself.
Alright. This one was kind of hard for me, too.
What, the Bengals Giants?
Yeah.
The Bengals fucking suck.
Yeah.
I took the Bengals.
I got the Bengals, too,
I
but
took Cincy.
it's like...
If they can't control Daniel Jones in the pocket, then They're
What throws me off here is 82% pick the Bengals, right? This is in New York. New York is 2-3, and Cincy's
because
1-4.
Cincy is the better team on paper, or not on paper, but skill wise, position wise,
what's crazy to me though is
better
they're gonna have
quarterback,
to
better
flip.
receivers.
They're gonna have to flip MetLife Field in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then
Sunday night to Monday night.
Yep. And then the rematch.
Dun dun dun.
Last year, it was one on a punt return that was supposed to lead into overtime, but was taken to the house, and Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles
Is it gonna happen? It's the same field. Is
at
Rodgers
MetLife.
gonna see more than 4 snaps?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
that
I
would
got
be
Buffalo.
some shit for the Jets, bro.
Tell me
That
there's
would
a
be some
prop bet
shit.
on that.
Oh, I might go down to a fucking Warhorse
Yeah.
tomorrow and just throw a $5 prop bet.
That-
he's
that
gonna tell
Aaron
tear his
Rodgers-
Achilles.
Tears his Achilles again.
And then
I
I'm gonna
got the
talk
Bills.
to Buffalo Wild Wings and like
Put the house on it.
I'm gonna talk to Buffalo Wild Wings. You remember those commercials where they can control that shit?
Yeah.
And you guys got me in MetLife. this
Dude,
week, right?
Yeah.
I need to see an updated Buffalo commercial of the Buffalo calling it and a play happening on the field. I need that ad.
I'm surprised that they haven't done it like during a man cast.
Right?
So you got the Bills too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no way that the Jets are
fuck
gonna...
no.
I mean,
this
shit has
dude,
happened.
this Bills team is
Or actually, I mean, I'm not gonna switch my pick, but I think it might be a closer game
I don't.
because the team might rally around the change in coaching.
It's possible.
Because I mean, look at Antonio Pierce last year with the Raiders.
Honeymoon phase shit. I mean, you saw the same thing with after Rivera got fired
Yeah.
at Washington.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
you just get that little
Yeah.
that one game, the game right after it, and then they just kind of
But
go
the Bills are
down.
coming off a loss, and
two, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, because they got beat by Baltimore.
hmm But two close
And
games.
then that one.
I mean, was this game close?
Oh, that Buffalo
Came down
shit
to
the bed.
Did they?
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch this game. But because the Ravens game was close.
Yeah, that was close, and then this game was closer. They just screwed up the clock management.
Yeah.
They should have let it go
Look
to
at the
overtime.
Nike stick out on it. Oh, you can't see
Yeah.
it now. Fucking Nike was like,
Yeah. Because it's
That's what I'm-
patchworked in.
Yeah, because Houston won 23-20. So
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I think the Bills will win this dominantly. Two close wins against two, honestly, good teams. I mean, top teams in the AFC, and then, then you just
yeah, so all right, I got the play-by-play for the end of this game pulled up because it was tied 20-20 with 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
what Josh Allen did, throw a pick.
So Josh Allen passed incomplete, deep left to Coleman. And injury update: Josh Allen's return to this game. Penalty on Buffalo's Coleman, offensive pass interference, declined. So you got 2nd and 10 from the Buffalo 3
Why would they decline that?
because they're already at the 3-yard line. You take the down.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting
Yeah.
1.5 yards and getting another down. There's no. But then 2nd and 10 at the 3. Allen, incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 from the 3. Incomplete pass. So now they're punting with 16 seconds left from their 3-yard line.
Run the football. Go to OT.
So then they punt it back to.
You don't think C.J. Stroud can get into fucking
Yeah.
field goal range in
They-
16
they-
seconds from the fucking, what, probably the his own 43.
They already returned the ball back on the punt to the Buffalo 46.
Okay,
So that's a 63-yard field goal.
yeah.
So this is a crazy thing. Houston has all 3 timeouts when Buffalo was going through. A 16-second 3-and-out is what Buffalo had.
What they use all 3 of their timeouts on that
No.
possession?
No, Houston has all 3.
When did Buffalo lose theirs?
I don't know.
Just
how many
throughout
they,
this.
They may have had all 3
Oh,
at that time, but they were throwing the fucking ball
Okay.
from their 3-yard line with 32 seconds left.
so you don't. Okay. Yeah, it just sounds like terrible coaching.
Yep. Sean McDermott there.
Yeah.
And so Houston gets the ball back. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 46. So, okay, you're already in a 63-yard range. So
Right.
you're going to attempt it.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud, short pass to the middle for 5 yards. Timeout. And 59-yard field goal made.
Yeah.
So a 16-second 3-and-out. Why are you throwing the ball at your 3-yard line with 32 seconds left?
Run.
Run the clock,
Time.
make them use their timeouts,
Yeah.
and then you punt the ball away, and if they make a 63-yarder to beat you,
Then they make a 63-yarder to beat you. But, I mean, yeah, you want to leave them with under 10 seconds.
yeah,
On
you
that.
don't give them possession
No.
to go down the field.
No, and at least if you run the football, you at least get yourself into better punt position, even if you go 3-and-out still.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
at
you
least
hand
get
the
some
ball
yards.
off.
You're not
So,
punting from your own end
in
zone.
my opinion, Sean McDermott should be fired before Sirianni.
Yeah, that's terrible coaching there.
And so is that where we're going to end on?
I think so.
All right.
I think so. That's it for this week's episode. Next week we'll do lose 'em.
Okay.
I was gonna freestyle it this week, but because I didn't. What?
No,
Oh,
if
no.
we freestyled it, then
Yeah,
it
it
would
was
be-
gonna
It was
get-
gonna be.
Hectic.
Yeah, we don't do good on the fly.
I'm 0-3,
Sometimes we do.
so I mean,
Eh.
I want to keep that going.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, next week we'll do lose 'ems. But glad all of us are here this week. Jaden will be wearing this next week too. He's got one more episode.
Fuck this shit. I can feel the fucking loser.
You can feel actually the loser. I mean, you can feel the championship like coming out
I
of
can feel
it.
a fucking ass kicking from BYU and fucking ass kicking from the Saints. So.
I can't wait till. Does Dad get to watch these? Does he see any of this?
Watch
Clips or
them? No,
anything?
I think he gets to listen to them though. Chad was asking for the link.
Oh, he
I told
was.
him it was on Spotify. He goes, I don't know what the fuck that is. I was
It's on
like, Jesus.
YouTube too.
Is it?
You didn't know we were on YouTube?
I didn't know how many videos you post.
Every episode has been on YouTube.
Okay.
So, am I gonna leave this off for the first time?
Go ahead.
Sorry, Rob. Rock, chalk, suck a cock, fuck KU, and how about them Cowboys?
Go Birds.
Go Big Red. And fly, Eagles, fly.